going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw here. They complete it to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw here. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs call on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And complete right side to Cook. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
They bring Crabtree in motion right. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college. But Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to have to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first down carry by Bell. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop the throw. It's Hill, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times at any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Green. Over. Leopard. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Boom, no. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Detroit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver.
Gun!
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Leopard!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Set, green, back 99 Philly, here we go.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Leopard, Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, Leopard, Leopard. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the wideout in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
We ready? Red 18.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Okay, here we go. 18. Zebra. Come on, baby, alert.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Here we go, rally. Rally. Come on, baby. Alert.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down. Sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Riley. We ready? 5 and 8. Zebra. Hey, we go Riley.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They bring Crabtree in motion right. Shotgun now for Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Carr now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now receiver in motion left. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. He made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now Carr. And this is caught at the 8. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Roberto Aguayo now to try to tack on 3. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. The give is to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Roughing the passer. That's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Pass incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
7 yards to go on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On play action, now Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the wideout in motion.
Check, Patriot. Here we go now.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Good.
And he motions the wide receiver. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Maclin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch. And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Here we go now. Back it up, Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And the wideout in motion.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 31 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Time for a break. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now. 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. 15 yards through the air. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting through. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guys going for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Raiders, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.